Acceptance is the road to all change. First you accept, then you become peaceful. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Because one accepts oneself, the whole world accepts him or her. Acceptance is not love. You love a person because he or she has lovable traits, but you accept everybody just because they're alive and human. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Whatever the present moment contains, accept it as if you had chosen it. Happiness can exist only in acceptance. The true measure of maturity is the willingness to accept the inevitable. Don't seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will. Then your life will flow well. Forgiveness is hard, acceptance is doable. When the resistance is gone, so are the demons. To be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You need to accept yourself. My happiness grows in direct proportion to my acceptance and in inverse proportion to my expectations. When you live in complete acceptance of what is, that is the end of all drama in your life. The first step toward change is awareness. The second step is acceptance. Self-acceptance is my refusal to be in an adversarial relationship to myself. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. Once you've accepted your flaws, no one can use them against you. Don't ever mistake my silence for ignorance, my calmness for acceptance, or my kindness for weakness. Radical acceptance is the willingness to experience ourselves and our lives as it is. I found myself praying, "May I love and accept myself just as I am." When you learn to accept fear, you cease making a catastrophe of it. Then it ceases to be your master. Understanding is the first step to acceptance, and only with acceptance can there be recovery. Face the demands of life voluntarily. Respond to a challenge instead of bracing for a catastrophe. Whoever denies me, it shall not trouble me. Whoever accepts me, he or she shall be blessed and shall bless me. Acceptance is the spiritual hammock. Acceptance is serenity. Self-acceptance isn't giving up on self-improvement. It's deciding to stop beating yourself up for being human and keep working to become a better human. Getting comfortable in your own skin doesn't stifle growth. When you can laugh at your faults, it's easier to overcome them. The keys to patience are acceptance and faith. Accept things as they are and look realistically at the world around you. Have faith in yourself and in the direction you have chosen. Acceptance means, for now, this is what this situation, this moment requires me to do, and so I do it willingly. Complete acceptance is the doorway to transformation. If you live for people's acceptance, you will die from their rejection. You don't need to learn to be positive. Positivity is its own illusion. See things as they are. Some things seem good, other things seem bad. Seek peace in reality, in acceptance. Please stop seeking peace, love, emotional security, acceptance, and approval from people whose heart and minds are toxic. The more you practice self-acceptance, the more you'll realize the only person whose acceptance you ever needed is your own. A friend is someone who gives you total freedom to be yourself, and especially to feel or not feel. Whatever you happen to be feeling at any moment is fine with them. That's what real love amounts to, letting a person be what he really is. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. The first step to accepting yourself is to simply become comfortable being with yourself. There is a benefit to sitting in silence for a few moments each day. It's difficult to work through internal baggage when you are constantly receiving external stimuli. The approach is that the best way to use unwanted circumstances on the path of enlightenment is not to resist, but to lean into them. Honor yourself by not criticizing, judging, or denying what you feel. No person is your friend who demands your silence or denies your right to grow. I'd rather live my life accepting that I'm not perfect than spending my whole life pretending to be. Objective judgment now at this very moment. Unselfish action now at this very moment. Willing acceptance now at this very moment of all external events. That is all you need. A great advantage can be found in accepting hard truths faster than others. What would it be like if I could accept life, accept this moment, exactly as it is? Acceptance of the unacceptable is the greatest source of grace in this world. Accepting all the good and bad about someone, it's a great thing to aspire to. The hard part is actually doing it. Belonging starts with self-acceptance. Happiness and joy result from total acceptance of living in the present moment. Accepting is no substitute for understanding. Sometimes you just have to regret things and move on. There comes a time in your life when you have to choose to turn the page, write another book, or simply close it. If God were our one and only desire, we would not be so easily upset when our opinions do not find outside acceptance. Much of spiritual life is self-acceptance, maybe all of it. Stop expecting others to show you love, acceptance, commitment, and respect when you don't even show that to yourself. Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory. The moment that judgment stops through acceptance of what it is, you are free of the mind, you have made room for love, for joy, for peace. All children should be taught to unconditionally accept, approve, admire, appreciate, forgive, trust, and ultimately love their own person. As you get wiser, you realize fear, seriousness, and angst lead nowhere. Acceptance is the bridge. Acceptance of one's life has nothing to do with resignation. It does not mean running away from the struggle. On the contrary, it means accepting it as it comes, with all the handicaps of heredity, of suffering, of psychological complexes and injustices. Acceptance is the key to be truly free. Acceptance means, for now, this is what this situation, this moment requires me to do, and so I do it willingly. Acceptance of what is immediately frees you from mind identification and thus reconnects you with being. Resistance is the mind. Accept the chaos of life. Fools try to control it. The wise dance with it.